Can't make deals with the devil, man. Like, Mark of the Beast, all that type of shit was what we've been talking about that shit, bro. So, we gotta just start being smart about it. And like I said, all in all, it's not about debate of who got it and who didn't. It's about that we came through that as melanated people, and we need to cleanse our temples. That's all I'm saying. We cause they was trying to run our shit through the mud with the people that didn't want to get that shit. You know what I mean? And we had to take that shit. That's real shit. So we're just like, at this point, vindication is in order. And it's just like, at the same time, I still want my people that took that shit to purge, man. Like, cleanse that shit out your blood, man. And be honest about it. If you don't feel no kind of way, cool. Like, salute to you, because then you probably one of the lucky ones. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of shit going on with that, man. And like I said, I want us to live, bro. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, but it's not only the so-called elite that got to get their foul pulled. You know what I'm saying? It's people in your family, your so-called family and friend groups, that they ain't living godly neither. You see what I'm saying? And we be turning a blind eye because that's blood, and blood thicker than water, and like, fuck all that, bro. If you ain't living godly, I ain't jacking that, bro. Like, it's even scriptures where Yeshua, like, one of the disciples was coming saying, hey, your brother and mother is outside, and he was like, look here, if we ain't of God, then you ain't my brother and mother. If you ain't of God, like, that's how real being in Christhood is. Like, if you either got it or you don't, man. You either with it or you ain't. You see what I'm saying? So you don't get a pass just because of your title. That's why I'm just like, yo, it's new, like, psychological words coming in, like narcissist, Darvo. Yeah, but it be coming up with new terms that we ain't used to say back in the day, like narcissism, like Darvo, like these acronyms. Like, we didn't know what narcissism was, but then when we see that diagnosis, we like, damn, I grew up with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's sociopaths in our family that try to manipulate love and shit and get people on. They turn into a cult. You know what I mean? And that's the people that's running the world. They be cults. You see what I'm saying? That's why I say, as above, so below, man. As within, so without. Everybody is facing judgment, bro. So judge yourself. That's where you start. The man in the mirror. You feel me? You do that's why I be saying, do your own self-assessment. My eye. That's how I do it. I try to live by a set of code principles. You know what I mean? G-code principles, bro. And that's what guides you through this mug. Because as you can see, the world is being ran by, they say, reptilians, demons, whatever the fuck, man. We ain't into it. We ain't into child sacrifices and human trafficking since slavery. That's one thing y'all got to get to, that those atrocities that happen on every plantation across America, bro. Like, wherever there was plantation, that's what they used to do. And then after we got freedom, they was lynching and eating the flesh and taking body parts as souvenirs. That's how graphic shit got, bro. They put it in the paper. We picking a nigga today. It's gonna be a barbecue, and they used to eat niggas. They were saying that cannibalism is the only state in America that where is not legal is Idaho. So cannibals running this, like, and then they talking about the burgers, Mickey D's. Get away from that fast food now. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can't serve two masters, bottom line, bro. And you need to understand the art of war. The Trojan horse. Watch out for the Trojan horse, man. They're gonna always position a cure, but it's really there to fuck you up, bro. Straight up, bro. That's what the devil do. It's a trick bag, man. It comes as a gift, but it's really a curse, bro. So I want all us to be on point. I want us to be mindful about what we going into for the spring and the summer. Because I ain't worried about what them devils doing. We've been knowing they into wicked shit in the world. You know what I mean? Your main focus is what you doing now. How you getting to the next level? Are you hitting your goals? Focus on that shit, bro. Because that's going to be the shit that's going to change the world and lay a new foundation for the next generation. You dig? Alright, y'all. Peace.